So what I'm going to go on today is just a bit of a rundown of my 308. This is a Remington 700 SPS. Originally started out as a second-hand rifle for about $600. I've since then put quite a bit of money into it now. So just go through it now real quick. Just make sure it's unloaded. So mags are empty, no round ejected. Take the bolt out. Okay, so the upside to this rifle, the way I've set it up, I can run two different types of magazines for this. So 10 round 308 magazines from AICS. They run into a single stack feed, and then I can also run the AICS 10 round double stack magazines, which is so noticeably difference in their height. Really good magazines. So the stock on the rifle is a Bell & Carlson medalist stock. I think it ran me about $600 or $700 about a little over 10 years ago now. I've got a KRG bolt, enlarged bolt knob, which is actually just a bolt-on thing, which actually works pretty well. It takes about 30 seconds to fit one. I think they're about $300. I don't remember. My wife bought that for me as a present. It originally started as a blind feed magazine, which I don't like. So I converted over to a drop box magazine so I can run 10 rounds. So the trigger guard here is a Atlas Works trigger guard. It's all T6 CNC machined aluminium, so it's pretty good. The stock itself is it's a fiberglass, predominantly fiberglass stock. It has CNC machined pillar bedding, so it's really good. So it's just a straight up bolt-in rifle stock. You can basically bolt in any rifle chassis onto this, so it works pretty well. Currently, I'm running a standard trigger. This one seems set up pretty well. So I remember there was a recall many years ago. Mine was lucky enough not to be one of those. So that's it. So I don't really, didn't really worry about changing the trigger out. I would like to one day, but at this stage, I'm not going to. So the scope mount on this is a weaver rail. It's only a little, I think it's about a 6-inch weaver rail. And it's running some Vortex 30mm rings, just with the 6 screws. The scope on it is a Schmidt & Bender 3 to 12 by 50mm Zenith, which is just a hunting scope, which is predominantly what this rifle is. It's a hunting rifle and a target rifle. The bipod on the front is a Harris bipod. It is a 9-inch to 13-inch bipod, which works pretty well for what I want to use it for. Upside is because of where I've set it up, I can also use it as a front foregrip, so to speak, if I really want to. And so that's pretty cool. Originally, when I actually got this, there was a little bit of machining work had to be done for the magazine and the trigger guard. So, but that was done up when I used to live in Darwin. So yeah, it is a pretty good rifle. So originally it was a 26-inch barrel. I've actually cut it down to 20. And I know there's a little bit of controversy about that. A lot of people go, "Oh, yeah, you're gonna lose your accuracy out of that." Well, that's not entirely true. Realistically, I don't shoot this thing past about 300-400 meters anyway. So realistically, I'm just lost in velocity. I've still fired my 308s, the Barnes rounds that I fire from this thing. I fire them. I fired them through a chronograph a little while ago. And they're still coming about 2,600 to 2,700 feet a second. So I think I'm still, with the 20-inch barrel, I'm still getting pretty good accuracy and velocity out of them. So one thing people like to ask me about is where I got this muzzle brake from. They wonder where I can get one. This is actually manufactured by a independent bloke in Queensland. Trendtech is the name of the company. And his philosophy is he believes that only accurate rifles are interesting. So this is one of his patented ones. This is the Trendtech Triport muzzle brake, and it actually works really well. So he also cut down the barrel for me. So from a 26-inch barrel to a 20-inch, he threaded the barrel for me, and also he actually makes these muzzle brakes in his garage in his CNC machine. So pretty cool. He also, with that as well, so he's also given me a tool. So a little tool he made and gave to me as well. So he said if I want to take the muzzle brake off, it's just as simple as just putting that in there and then just spinning it off, and same thing to spin it back on. And then he also threaded a crown for me. This has never actually been on the rifle. I think I put it on once, and then I'm like, I think it looks cool without the with the muzzle brake on there. So at the back on the stock here, just got a little pouch, a little handy thing. I did have a little pad in here. I don't know what's happened to it right now since I've moved house so many times. Just stuff keeps getting moved. I do rate this stock though. Like, I really like this stock. It is quite heavy. So I think it comes in at about 6.5 or 7 pound rifle. So it's pretty heavy for what it is. But I also found once I cut the barrel down too, it also made it. It actually balanced the rifle out a little bit better. So you wouldn't really think that a 6 inches cut off the end of a 26-inch barrel would make that much of a difference, but surprisingly it did. And the other reason why I actually cut the barrel down as well was because this nice little Pelican case my brother gave to me many years ago as a present for this rifle, it wouldn't actually fit. It was literally too long, and then I laid the rifle down on it, measured it up, and then realised that I needed to cut at least 6 inches. I think it was about 4 inches off the barrel, but once I put the muzzle brake on there, it may as well have just gone to 26 inches. So that's my basic rundown of my 308. It's a very good rifle. I really enjoy shooting this thing. A lot of people seem to like it. Like, the muzzle brake is a bit like it really does work at reducing the recoil. It really works really well. But the people on the range, they absolutely hate me, or anyone standing next to me, they really hate it, because you could be standing about 4 foot beside it, and then you just get smacked in the face with that gas coming out of it. So it works really well though. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a like, and hopefully I'll give you another rundown of some of my other rifles and other firearms.